Imagine this. You help a friend rise to power, but instead of loyalty, they betray you. Sounds shocking, right? Well, history is full of stories like this. That's why Robert Greene's Law Number 2 warns us. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Your friends may seem like your biggest supporters, but trust them too much, and they could turn against you. Meanwhile, enemies, if used wisely, can be more reliable. Why? Because enemies have something to prove. By the end of this video, you'll know how to apply this law in business, relationships, and life to avoid betrayal and turn your enemies into allies. Stick around, because I'll also share a shocking historical example that proves this law in action. It's human nature to trust friends. After all, they're close to us, right? But that's exactly why they can be dangerous. Friends can become jealous, entitled, or even betray you when they see an opportunity for themselves. Think about it. How many times have you helped a friend, only for them to disappoint you when you needed them most? When someone doesn't have to earn their position in your life, they might not appreciate it. And here's the harsh truth. Betrayal almost always comes from someone close to you, not a stranger. Let's talk about a real historical example. Emperor Michael III of the Byzantine Empire trusted his best friend, Basil, and helped him rise in power. He even made Basil his right-hand man. But guess what happened? Instead of loyalty, Basil betrayed him, assassinated him, and took the throne for himself. Michael trusted a friend too much, and it cost him his life. If he had been more strategic, maybe even forming alliances with former enemies, he might have survived. So why does Green say we should learn to use enemies? Simple. Enemies are predictable. They know they have to work hard to earn your trust, and that makes them more reliable. An enemy who becomes an ally is proving their loyalty. Meanwhile, a friend who has always been by your side might feel entitled to their position and take you for granted. Ever heard the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer? That's exactly what this law teaches us. Now, how can you use this law in your own life? Here are 3 key takeaways. Be careful who you trust. Just because someone is your friend doesn't mean they'll always have your best interests at heart. Use enemies to your advantage. Sometimes, an enemy will work harder to prove their loyalty than a friend who takes you for granted. Stay unpredictable. The less people know about your real intentions, the more control you have. Powerful people don't let emotions dictate their decisions. They stay strategic. Of course, this doesn't mean you should distrust all your friends or blindly trust your enemies. The key is balance. Use this law wisely, and you'll avoid unnecessary betrayal while staying in control. So what do you think? Have you ever been betrayed by a friend? Or have you seen enemies turn to allies? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're serious about mastering the 48 laws of power, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Let's keep learning and growing together.